Good. What time of day is it?
It is
Daytime.
almost 3 o'clock.
Afternoon then. Good afternoon, people.
What's up,
We're
Nathan?
being like 7th period by now.
Yes.
It's a
We'd be out
Monday.
of school.
Yeah, we'd be out of school.
Oh, we'd be out of
'cause
school?
it's 2:30.
I
It
thought
ends at
school.
30,
Oh, I
Sam.
thought school ended at 3 o'clock. There's no sense of time with me, man. I don't need time. Time is a man-made
Yeah,
invention, and I'm
time.
clearly not man or made.
Correct.
I don't need time either. Time
Well,
is an
then, I have
outdated
to ask,
concept.
what are you then? You fucking retard.
Yeah.
I'm
God.
Stanley. What else?
Makes
You're a
sense.
dick man.
You
I'm
wanna go
Stanley.
to
I'm
the
Part
topic
Stan.
now, or-
Part Lee.
Stan partly.
Stan partly.
Well, then let's get to the topic, Stan. School.
School, man. I'm a professional schooler. I've been in
Right.
school for 10 years. Damn, that sucks.
Yes.
Seriously, 10 years?
Yeah, 10 years. Unless you're in kindergarten, then 11 years.
What? No, you fucking Zach. No, it'd be 10.
No, it's 10. If you're in preschool, it'd be 11. But I was never in a preschool.
I wasn't in preschool.
That's probably why I'm failing my classes currently, because I didn't go to preschool.
Am I?
I went to
failing?
like a.
Actually, I don't know.
Where'd you go
I
to
did do,
preschool?
like a.
I went to preschool, but it was garbage.
I went to preschool, but it wasn't like
God, no, Tora, please
since
stop
it's
voting.
since it's Brazil, it's like a bit different than what's like how things work here. So it was kind of a pseudo preschool type thing, where I started going when I was like 1.5 or something, and so I've been in. I suppose you could say an educational system. I don't want to call it school because for the first like 4 years, 3 years, you don't really learn anything.
No.
But
So it's like a
So
daycare
it's
school?
just a daycare for.
it's a daycare style
I mean, that's
thing,
okay.
but
It's that. It's okay. School is just a daycare where you learn.
Yeah.
yes,
But do
essentially.
you really learn?
It was that at the time, but it wasn't really called a daycare.
Well,
Its main purpose was, I suppose, to educate.
How am I still passing?
Well,
Or you
I
should-
wasn't preschooled. I wasn't conditioned that time yet. My mother was a preschool teacher, so she figured she could just preschool us, which worked out. You know, I'm not dead yet.
I guess.
So
I mean,
she taught all three of us. All three of us. I have two brothers. We were all children at one point. It wasn't like, oh, let's have one who's
Wow.
18. Dan was like, hey, let's do that
I
again.
didn't know that. I didn't know you were all children of son.
Well, like some people I know that he's like 13, and then they have another child.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm born 2 years apart. We're all born 2 years apart. So it's like the first one 2 years, second one 2 years, third one. So like when I was born, my oldest brother was 4.
Does he still live with y'all, or?
Yeah, he
How old
does.
is he?
He's 19 right now.
Wait, so it's you,
Mhm.
the youngest?
I just realized we have the middle child, only child, youngest child, and oldest child in the call right now.
Actually, you're in the middle, right?
Yeah, I'm in the middle. That's why I'm broke.
I'm the only child.
I'm the youngest, and I'm the only one with a job.
Yeah, and I'm the oldest, and I kind of have a job.
What's your
What
job?
is your job?
I mow the lawns for 2 people.
Amazing.
I look at the wig.
Dude,
Oh, no, that's
okay,
right,
so
you actually have a job. It's a government
yeah,
job.
he does.
Mine's an actual governmental job. I'm employed by
Um,
Pearland.
Yeah, is that really a good thing though?
No, but I am actually on the same level as a teacher. I have an employee ID number as well.
You can go on strike with them. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we had a substitute French teacher, and I think she was like college age, maybe 22, 24, young. So she kind of, I suppose she got along with the class fairly well, and she was asking people their jobs, and people just said like the usual shit, like I babysit, I cut some lawn.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a
yeah.
drug dealer.
I do some shit. And then this one girl says, oh, she works at McDonald's. Obviously, everyone laughs. And then the girl clarifies and says, oh, no, she's an accountant for McDonald's.
Oh shit.
And I was, whoa. That's big brain. And then I realized why she doesn't pay attention in math class.
I'm thinking about working at McDonald's. Not for like money. I wouldn't even need to get paid. I would just be there just to say I work at McDonald's. Cause I'm that guy that's like, alright, what do you do for a living? Oh yes, I work at McDonald's, and I spit in your fries. Come on by.
I step on your
Just
step.
be an unpaid intern.
Yeah, I'll be an unpaid intern at McDonald's any day, man.
Some kid actually said he was he worked at some like he said something very vague. He said psychology company.
Nice.
I don't know what that's
What?
supposed to mean.
He's a psychology. He's just look. He's like the guy that pets the dogs at the therapist's
I
office.
suppose he interns.
Yeah, that sounds like his job's
Somewhere like
illegitimate,
that.
and he's trying to legitimize. his
Yeah, I don't know.
money.
I work at a
got $1
psychology-
million from a psychology company.
I work at a
company.
psychology company. We sell certain drugs. It's completely legal. Definitely not just selling weed.
What kind of drugs you sell there, man?
I mean, no, it's medical marijuana.
My bands, we take we
Yes,
sell my
medical
bands, we also
marijuana for your
sell
psychology.
marijuana. I mean, medical marijuana, yeah.
Mm.
Nah, man. The wig. I love the wig so much. I get paid.
Never been there.
Okay, it's a football event, right? I get paid
Yes.
to record football. But
Okay.
I'm not a cameraman. I'm the live text. So what that means is like if you go to the rig, you can see a giant screen, and on the screen you can see like, wow, or fan cam, or replay, or something stupid like that. That's my job.
Yeah.
That's all I
You know,
do.
Type replay.
I don't type it. If someone types it for me, I just press send. A monkey can do my job. And I get paid for it. I get a free meal. I get a free
Isn't it
meal.
like 35?
It's 35
Okay,
bucks per game.
question. What meal though? What meal though?
It's different sponsors. So like my last one was by Lupo Tortilla, but the one before that was like Bighorn, and then like a Floyd's. It's like the actual
Dude,
good
I
meals.
I want them to get sponsored by Lubies.
Oh, Lupi's is coming up.
Wait, really, Lubies?
Yes. We had like Saltgrass. Saltgrass is good, man.
Okay.
Salt
Band makes a lot of the band makes like a lot of good homemade stuff, like actually. So that's good, cause it's like healthy and stuff. It's like we don't want to be eating fried chicken like we did that one time. Why did we get Whataburger?
Yeah, like Whataburger. Wait, you eat before the game, so you ate Whataburger, and then they had
No,
the.
it was before a contest.
So you guys ate
Fried
Whataburger
chicken.
before a contest, and then they started playing saxophone and like.
The instruments now smell like Whataburger.
No. Here's the thing. It's the problem is it's fried chicken. That's not
Yes.
very healthy.
Definitely not.
Well, nothing's healthy, so.
Okay, Sam.
Debatable.
This is American propaganda.
Yeah.
If you think about it, oxygen's not even healthy. E-vapes.
E-vapes, dude. I love all the vape posters around school.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the JoJo one.
Oh yeah, if you vape and so Mario will take 10 seconds off your life or something.
Yes.
I don't understand.
My favorite one in the
but
Dawson
my
was
dad liked it.
Bold and Brash, more like belongs in the trash. It was like a picture of Bold and Brash vaping.
Mhm.
He said people who jewel are stupid.
Like I actually like don't want to hang around people who jewel because
Yes. The reason
Obviously.
we're taught reasons why the jewel is useless. It's because
no,
it's
because like
it's nicotine
like,
content is so high for unknown reasons. It's simple.
Totally unknown.
It's because people are using it like it's a cigarette. It's not a cigarette. You're supposed to like use it once every 2 weeks. And be like, oh yeah, I'm fine. So it's supposed to last you like a month or two, not 2 days.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an alternative to cigarettes, not. the thing
But,
to start off with.
People who are addicted to cigarettes realize this thing has more nicotine than this. I don't have to smoke as much. So then they just switch to that and just inhale it in like a day. That's
Yeah,
like
but the
2 packs in one
I
day.
mean, doesn't matter too much. The original intention of the product isn't gonna matter, but at that point, people are just gonna become addicts anyway. It's useless to put posters around the school.
Yeah, putting
I mean,
posters and like
Oh, no,
scaring us is not gonna do
especially-
anything.
okay,
Oh, yeah, there's
I'm
reverse
putting
psychology
posters
there, and I think
only
that's
because
what
they're funny as hell. I'm just putting shit posts everywhere.
Well, yeah, shitting posts,
Oh.
shitting posts.
Shitting post.
Shitting post.
Shitting posts
Yeah.
and
Hey, does anyone want to go down to the shitting post and shit with me?
Go down to the shitting post.
but shitting posts with a T, I think. Shitting post. I don't know how to pronounce it. Shit posting. That's what it is.
Mhm.
Shit posting about vapes is different than being like, guys, if you vape, then you explode. Like, a teacher once told me that.
I mean, it's actually ridiculous though. The straight up, yeah, the straight up, yeah, the straight up, it's straight up propaganda really, and it's not even good one because like if you look at the posters and things like that, they have like burned off lungs and shit like that.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
know it's not smoke, so it doesn't really do that.
Yeah.
It does harms, but that's not part of the harms.
I really want to take one of those citation needed posters and just slam them on top of all of these autistic ones.
It's not gonna matter too much. Do you see the one in the first floor, the really large painted one, with like the opened lungs and smoke?
Oh,
coming
yeah,
out of
yeah.
the lungs?
I do know there's a lot of ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, that one is the most ridiculous to me out of like the ones in the first
Okay,
floor.
you remember Miss Gatlin's room?
Yeah.
Right across from her room, there's a poster that's like a vape wearing an oxygen mask and like periods on the map that's like, these are the most affected areas of the world. Like there's smoke coming out of him. First of all, it's vapor. It's different. It's water.
Yeah.
And it's not hitting specific areas. They're saying like, oh, if you live in this area, you're fucked type deal. Because Texas is highlighted.
I'm gonna be in school. I'm gonna say like I like vaporwave, and teacher's gonna flip their shit.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, I do the vapor waves, and you're like, you're actually talking about the hit sensation from 2010, not the smoking on the what do you do, surfing? Smoking while surfing, vaporwave.
You say vapor.
These are peak boomers.
Peak boomer. You know, I feel like a lot of our teachers are boomers in. Like,
Oh, no, totally.
mindset.
Yeah.
Some
But
of my
not much
teachers
in
act like
A.
they're not boomers while
Okay.
being super boomerish.
Like what was I gonna say? I feel like the only teacher who isn't that much of a boomer that I had that is totally boomer age is Miss Gatlin.
Yeah.
I mean, I know one teacher that I swear one day he's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm so hip to the kids. We all listen to Ice Pop.
Nice pop. We all listen to Ice Ice Baby, dude. It's the new hit.
Man, my mother loves that song. Vanilla Ice is Ice Ice Baby.
Vanilla
It's
dick.
everywhere. I mean, they probably still think people listen to like Lil Wayne or something.
Who's Lil
Even
Wayne?
though it's well,
Oh,
Stan,
yeah,
you're like
okay.
a young boomer. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, I was called an old soul a lot when I was a child, cause like, I love the '80s, but not like the, what you call it, trippy like, oh my god, guys, I'm such an '80s, like such an '80s. Not even I'm from the '80s. Well, I liked record players and old wood and stuff that smelled like it came from hell.
Well, I mean, record players are like a fad nowadays. People are buying them. Like,
Wait, I had all that stuff when I was 6. This is before like all the guys. I'm so hipster. I type with typewriters that happens to connect to my Bluetooth speaker that connects to my iPod
I
phone
have
thing.
keycaps that are round. My keycaps make it look like a typewriter.
Is that like what hipster is? The like the ones that drinks the
Yeah.
coffee and stuff.
I mean, I guess I don't know. The definition of hipster is very loose nowadays. I don't think
Yeah, it's everybody. Everybody's a hipster. Goddamn hippie.
hippies.
God,
Yeah. I still
hippie and
seriously-
hipster are different things. Hector.
No.
Yeah, maybe is it?
A
I don't know.
hipster wears hipster drinks coffee, wears like what you call it, the old crap, a nice looking ass
I
hat.
feel like
But a hippie was a tie dye, smoke weed, make peace, not war.
Okay,
No.
Yeah,
it's
Make
definitely
love, not
more-
war. That's what it was.
No, it's not weed. It's definitely more LSD related.
Yeah.
totally.
But I feel like hipster is an evolution of the hippie culture.
Yeah, obviously.
But,
Except instead of going on LSD, they go on pumpkin spice latte
maybe-
binges.
Maybe like strictly going by the dictionary, maybe they are
can
the
I
same thing, but they're
stop?
definitely used in a different context.
Can I just talk about people's taste in music?
Go ahead.
And
Sure,
how it.
sure.
Okay. So basically, music's becoming it. I'm gonna sound like a big boomer because like that's the whole point of this.
Okay.
Music's becoming a lot more chaotic and it's gangster and stuff, and like that's like less civilized. I think this means that people are just wanting to have an apocalypse.
I gotta say, it's like nowadays. I'm
Okay,
not
okay.
sure. I'd say it's becoming more gangster because like if okay, sorry to bring out the whole fucking
Welcome to the
terminology.
statistics
But
from Luis. He's
if
gonna
you look-
prove something.
If you look at like the bling era of hip hop, or
Yeah.
even earlier in the golden era of hip hop, like the '80s, early '90s, like the connections to gangster culture are much higher.
Yes.
Nowadays, what we have is like this
I was just-
pseudo like SoundCloud gang culture, where it's not so much like the original like actual gangster style. It's more like a horrible parody of it, and they still have connections to like gangster stuff. If you look at like 6ix9ine, he got arrested for like fucking a child or something.
What?
Whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa,
I'm
whoa.
pretty sure it was murder.
It was
no,
murder.
No. Well, yeah, that too, but he did also fuck a 13-year-old. I don't think he's too popular amongst like the people at school though. Like the people who actually listen to hip hop at school, like the people who you can hear it coming from their AirPods.
No,
I
from
feel
their
like
from their backpack speakers, because some people put
from their
speakers-
backpack speakers.
Yes, people put speakers in their backpacks.
Of
They
course
do. I know. There's this one kid in my AV Tech
I
class.
was about to and just like start. I was gonna do that on like meme day and start blasting.
Welcome to my mind.
No, what's it called? What's that vaporwave song?
Macintosh plus
yeah,
420.
Yeah, I was gonna blast that from a backpack on meme day.
I don't think blasting songs out of your backpack is allowed.
But that's
They do it anyway.
They do it anyway.
I mean, like, is it actually state in the rules, or is it just like the teachers would just be like, "Hey,
I think
bitch"?
they would
There's
probably.
a lot of stuff that they enforce that isn't in the dress code. There's actually nothing
Well,
in
not-
there that says anything about IDs.
Yeah. Technically.
Oh,
yeah.
But
Technically, you don't have to wear an ID. It's just that the state doesn't even care anymore.
the state.
Yeah.
Okay, Zach.
Okay, Zach.
That's woke.
Hey, yeah, so speaking of IDs and dress codes and shit, I had this boomer substitute. You probably know him. His name's like Mr. Lin or Lynch or something. We call him
Dude,
Mr.
dude,
Asshole.
No. The boomer sub is the 20 to 25 minute sub.
No idea what you're talking
Hey,
about.
Who has a fucking power drill?
What, you don't know about the one that's the 20 to 25 minute sub?
I
No.
do not know about that. No.
Nobody knows about the 20 to 25 minute sub?
What are we talking
No.
about?
Come out new sub.
Speak.
Okay, the sub basically won't shut up about how you're only able to do things like 20 to 25 minutes into class, and she also has like a really thick accent. Because like she's like, yeah, you have to wait 20 to 25 minutes to do stuff in class just besides the work.
Okay, that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about the old boomer guy who's like smells like he hasn't showered in 5 years.
I don't smell any teachers.
I know you don't have to go up and be like, let me smell you. He has no sense of personal space, so he's like standing 2 feet like in front of you. He's like, hey, do your work. Like, get the hell out of here. Well, he looks like he just survived Vietnam War, and this is his like what's called prisoner of war camp, because he hates Dawson with like a blood-like vengeance. Well, I had to substitute, and he hates children. Most specifically, he hates teenagers.
I don't know why he's.
So he's like
substitute then.
he's like trying to condition us, trying to make us just like him, so he can like be friendly with us.
What?
Installing the boomer virus.
So we were in the middle of geometry, so we were like, sir, he was like, yeah, what's going on? Like, we were literally not taught this. He gave us the wrong worksheet. My teacher has geometry and college prep.
Gave you a college prep?
Yeah, he gave us college prep worksheets.
Okay.
So we were literally never taught this. And he was like,
Lost.
the teacher gave me this. And we went, it says college prep on here. And it was like, give me this paper. And like snatched it. And like walked up to the board. Like he walks in his weird waddle fashion like he's a penguin. So he's like, waddles up to the board, reads, and he's like,
dude,
so he crumbles up the
what's this
paper,
stuff?
throws it away, and like he goes on the board and is like, let me teach you guys geometry.
Oh no. Oh no.
So he draws a house. And he's like, so you want to build a roof? And we're like, no, we don't. We just want to do our work, so. And he goes, so you want to figure out how to do it the cheapest way? He's starting to talk about algebra. That's what he's doing. He's saying the cheapest way to build a roof using math, which would be algebra. We're trying to solve for X right now. So he says, each shingle costs $5, and your wife spent all your money, so it needs to be cheap. Like he said that sentence like, wow, what a boomer. Okay.
Boomer alert. Boomer alert.
Each, at the end of it, you spent $55,458. How many shingles did you use? So like, this is not geometry, so.
He's not even using like current currency. He's using like the German mark after World War One.
It's like,
where it was used as wallpaper, not even actual money. That's
So-
how old he is.
So after that, he asked, "What's the square root of 5?" Like, what?
What?
That doesn't have a.
Yeah, that's not a whole number.
First of all, we know it's not a whole number because we're not stupid. We're like, so that's not anyway. It is a thing.
2.5. Don't
Because I
question me.
say so.
Don't question me.
The square root of 5 isn't it like 5 divided by 5? What is the square root actually?
Basically, what multiplied by what equals the number, or something like
Nothing. It's 5.
that. But the thing is like odd numbers and stuff, it gets down to like 2.597678 whatever.
So it's gonna be like 0.549996 times 0.549996
Hey,
equals
the
5.
square root of 4 is 2, since 2 times 2 is 4.
Yeah.
But the square root of 5,
The
Let's-
square
let's
root of
stop
5 is 2.236067.
Let's stop with the math. We're clearly like very stupid.
We're not math people, honestly.
Yeah, we're
So-
not math.
Let me go back to the boomer teacher.
Math person.
Hold on, let me go back to this boomer teacher real quick.
Yes.
We ask him, do you like your wife? Because now we're just fucking with him. Like, do you like his wife? And he goes, no, I don't know why I married her. I just kind of slap her every once in a while if she doesn't cook lunch. We're like, what the hell?
you knew that you were trying to mess with them.
That's beautiful.
What
Oh,
a-
that's the end of the boomer teacher.
We should put boomers in zoos. We shouldn't kill them. We should just like.
That's what Florida is, you dummy.
That's what
Yes,
Florida's
they-
boomers and zoos.
Yeah, I feel like every like every prison colony should just go back to being a prison colony, but we put boomers in them.
Australia's
So
fucked.
Florida-
Like Australia.
Yeah, so Australia is Boomerland, Florida is Boomerland. Yeah, all that area. Just completely just. I feel like every prison colony has a similar culture. If you look at like how fucked up Australia is, and you look how fucked up.
Oh yeah. Now you
Florida
point that
is,
out.
They're equally fucked up, in very similar ways.
Well, I like Australia because that's where Hollow Knight was made. So
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't like Australia because fascist politics. They're
that's
all.
kind of homo.
If you think we have fucked up politics, Australia has just a completely fucked up. Like they're just as fucked up as we are. It is very strange. They're very insane there. They're very Australian, if you will. It's fitting.
They're very Australian in
The
Australia.
Australians are very Australian.
Yes.
Alright
I love
then.
the Australian accent. It's like this horrible parody of the British accent.
Yes, it is. We already. Okay.
Pretty much.
People have already said it's British people are normal. Then the cheesy stuff are Americans, and then the spicy ones are Australians. Somebody on Tumblr.
It's not
I know.
spicy, it's like high. People can never tell where I'm from. They have
Well, you look like you're from Spain.
Yeah, they either say Spain or they say some like Arabian, like Middle East place. Or they say if they're very smart, they at least say someplace in South America.
If you have intelligence 500, you'll say Madagascar.
Yes. But I think it's because my skin is very pale for someone who's like fully Latino. Like I have no drop of.
Has anyone ever asked you, are you from Chile?
No, but I could expect it. It probably would happen. People also never can guess where my accent is from. Like I clearly have a tiny bit of an accent, but they
I
never.
I never noticed.
No, well, it's not like an accent that you could put into like a nation or a box. It's just my own accent. So usually people instead of asking me
Louisiana.
where Louisiana, instead
Louisiana.
of asking me like what country are you from, they usually ask me what state I'm from or something like that. If they notice my accent, which I like for them, like the thought process is probably that the accent is so similar to what they usually hear that it must be some other state, not another country, right? And I don't know.
Louise,
People,
I'm just gonna say it, you can't be president.
I can't be president. So sad, dude. I can't become Obama, man.
You can't be Obama. Man.
One of my warm-ups for like theater tech was like, "You'll become president for a day," and the Mexican guy next to me was like, "I'm not even from here."
You become president of Mexico. What do you do? Get killed by the cartel. But no. So people usually like are really surprised when they see that when I tell them that I'm Brazilian, because that was my chemistry teacher actually, Miss Kelly. When she saw them,
Miss Kelly or Miss what Kelly?
Boo Kelly.
Boo Kelly.
Yeah, it's a
That's a
strange name.
strange name actually.
If you say Buccelli, she will kill you. But
Bouquet sauce.
Bouquet sauce. Bouquet sauce. But she was very surprised because she met my father. And
Oh yeah, your father looks very Brazilian compared to you.
Yes, and he's got a very strong accent. And so she met him, and she was very surprised. And then the other day, she asked me, so you're Brazilian? I would have never known." Blah blah blah. And she asked.
Didn't ask you.
That's
No.
that's not an asking. What is it?
No,
Question.
she asked, no, she said, "Are you Brazilian?" And I said, "Yes."
I was about to say that's not an asking statement. I forgot what question was.
I'm just telling the story, okay? Put the pieces in your head. But anyway, she asked me all
You're
that.
telling the story wrong.
Wait, what's going on?
No, doesn't matter.
We're talking. Homie, your mic was muted, not deafened.
Yeah, I know. I
No,
was
yeah,
on.
he knows. But so
And stuff.
so then she asks me like, "How long have you been here?" And I say like 2 years, and then she's like, "Whoa," and then like
I thought you were here for 3.
well, almost 3 by this point, but
Yeah.
it's more accurate to say 2. And I'm rounding down, if you will. But she was very surprised, I think, because she thought, since my English is good, she probably thought that I've been here since I was very young, which is why my accent is so different from my father's. But it really is just that I didn't get any accent at all. I just learned. I mean, I learned English like 5 years ago. So,
5 years ago.
Wow, baby. Fucking
Baby.
I learned English.
My English is better than all of you.
2 weeks ago, probably.
Babe.
I don't know English still.
I don't know English, so
You expect me to be fluent in my own language?
Yeah, that is, yeah. People
Oh,
usually
that-
don't know
yeah,
much
I'm just
about their
gonna-
own language. I saw some statistic. This has been a long time, so I don't remember if I'm correct about it. But that said like native speakers only know about 30% of their own language, usually on average.
Well, that
Which
makes sense.
to me.
Wow.
Oh, and now I need to really bring this up. This has been annoying me since just like since the start of this year. This has really been annoying me,
What else?
What is
and
it?
I've already spoken to you people about this. But you know the second floor, and
Yeah.
the connection
Yes.
between the
Okay.
second floor.
You talked
And
about a bit about it,
back
but like I want you to demonstrate it.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Tell me.
We'll demonstrate it later, but you guys know that there's a path that connects the new building, right,
Yeah.
to the second floor hallway.
Right.
The
Uh-huh.
exposed one. And they constructed this in a manner that you get like a freeway lock between people who want to go
Yeah.
to the left side of the building, people who want to go to the right side of the building, and people leaving and coming to the new building. So actually no, it's a 4-way lock then.
Yeah, it's 4-way.
And it is just the most horrible thing I have ever seen. It is so
Mm.
bad, and it clogs up. It's like it's like a human vein.
So the new building is where most freshmen are.
Yeah, it's a freshman building.
So now that they gotta go from that place to the rest of us. When you're in Dawson, you learn. I was gonna say school, but it's always Dawson.
Yeah. Dog.
You learn that you don't stop to apologize.
Right.
What I mean is, like, if I run into someone and we hit a wall, I don't go, "Oh, I'm sorry. Let me help you pick up your books." No, you gotta keep going.
Fuck it.
I just say sorry and then keep going.
I
don't
don't.
say-
Even if someone runs into me, right, and they apologize, I'm gonna say, "Don't say sorry," and keep going.
I mean, you can walk and talk. That's what I usually do.
Well,
I can't.
Well,
I'm already like 5 feet
Too
away from
much.
them.
well, here's the thing. When it's a bunch of freshmen, now learning that they're gonna have to come in contact with seniors and sophomore. I'm a sophomore right now, right? Yeah, I'm a sophomore.
Yes, you're a sophomore.
You're a temp.
I'm gonna turn in there. I used to have WAP over there, so I'm gonna turn in there, and they're gonna be like hogging the clock. Whoa, man, I'm a high schooler finally. They're gonna run into me, and they're gonna be like, apologize to me. Like their entire identity is in crisis now that I've won them over.
Yeah.
So I look at them, I'm like, no, and I keep walking.
Yeah. And the
I
freshmen.
just say sorry about that and I keep going. I
For the
don't
first
really
few
know why
weeks-
they would need to stop.
Yeah. For the first few weeks.
Plus,
I
I'm used
noticed
to
that,
running into people and people run into me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're like like you're so light. Like
Wait,
if
hold
someone
on,
you
you're like a
you
walking
just
stick.
fly away.
I am a walking Trojan wall.
If I blow at Zach, he's gonna just fly into the next dimension.
You know what I usually do? If I see Cameron in the hallways, I usually walk behind him because
Yeah.
he creates a parting wave. Like
Oh
he,
my
like,
God.
he splits the Red Sea. So
That's why I say he's like Moses. He's splitting the Red Sea.
Yeah. So I can just walk behind him every time I see him in the hallway.
The thing is, when I walk when I walk to Corvette, he actually walks behind me because he says I do the same.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Have
but
you
he
guys
does
ever
it
ran
better
down the hallways?
sometimes.
Have I ever gone running down the hallways?
It's really fun to be honest.
I've chased you down the hallways and nobody stopped me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nobody seems to care. Like in Barry Miller, they go, "You better not run." I'll go, "Okay."
Barry Miller was a little like
Run.
prison ward, okay?
I used to actually have a street races in Barry Miller. In Barry Miller, I used to street race a kid named Oz. So we at lunch, we would
Yeah,
get
I
out of
know.
Kelly's class. We would turn towards this hallway that was like on the other side of the school. There would be no teachers, and we would just bolt. No one stopped us except that one time that boy sub bald spot did.
I remember that. You race to the seats, and then I'd be like, "Oh hey, what are you doing? You guys are both slow."
Well, yeah, Zach, you just had like a class right next door or something. I don't
Yeah.
know how you got there every single time.
I just walk there to be honest. Sometimes I'd run just so I could say, "Hey guys, I'm first. You guys are all slow."
I have like no memories of Barry Miller anymore.
Alright,
like
I
the-
tried to forget it.
The structure.
Luis, I had a class with you in Barry Miller. Was it Barry Miller?
Yes,
Yes,
it was.
Yes.
I
so-
do
But it's-
remember that Rogers. I was a really a kid. I was just annoying kid, and then
Oh,
Barry Miller-
Rogers-
Yeah,
become
that hasn't
homophobic.
changed, Zach.
Yeah,
You're still annoying, Zach.
I know, but with Barry Miller, I didn't piss off everyone, and I actually was able to make a friend.
Oh wow, so you got more annoying.
Nice.
Amazing. You
That's
dropped
cool.
out of WAP, right, Stan? Why?
Let's see. I love history. It's one of my favorite things. I see history as a theater. It's like a rom-com at this point. It's like, oh my god, guys, well, I thought about this back when I was at Texas history, but I'm defending the Alamo, and you can't stop me. And then he died 13 days later. I found that shit hilarious to me.
I see.
That sentence made no sense. Whatever.
So you treat history as some kind of Greek tragedy.
Yeah, so it's like a play. I watch it every day. I'm like, oh, let's catch up on today's historical thing that happened 5,000 years ago. Well, I took WAP because I'm just good at history. I wanted to take it up a notch.
Yeah.
It felt like I was strapping myself to a car. I put on my seatbelt. I turned on the key. I'm like, time for a nice ride. But then they realized I'm actually strapped to a missile going to space.
Yeah.
So I blink
uh,
one day. I accidentally fall asleep. So I'm like, oh, okay, what did I miss? We went from the 500 to 1,000, and I was supposed to know all of that just happened.
Well, I mean, it's not so much that you were supposed to know all that happened, but
Well,
yeah,
they
you
told me
do.
I had to read a book, like every
Yeah.
night. So then I thought,
No,
what's
it's
the
not every night. But
Oh yeah, are you supposed to?
what I do.
I still have my book here. I dropped out of lap, but I still have the
Yeah, I
lap
have it
book.
too.
I was supposed to turn it in, but like,
I didn't.
But you
Look.
stole it.
here's my book. No, I actually have to check it out. I gotta turn this back in by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I do it every weekend. I do my notes every weekend, and I only like skim read it and just do. Some people he recommended to read it then do the notes, so like you do 2 readings of it, maybe 3 if you're okay with that. But you really do not need it. If you have an okay memory at best, you can already like basically take the reading quizzes without much trouble, honestly.
well,
It's also like an okay book, actually. It's not too bad of a read.
I'm
for
not
a
that
textbook.
big of a fan of what you call it, testing, obviously, but testing with 3 different types. That's what it is. So there's like a map test, then like a SAQ, an entire 30 questions you gotta answer. And I can do a map test. I can do an SAQ. I think it depends on whatever an SAQ is, and I could do the 30 questions. But all of them on 3 different days just isn't exactly what you call it, fun.
Right.
And that's why I took it, for fun. So yeah, I dropped that shit like a bomb.
Personally, I say you cannot have fun in school.
You can have
Fun
fun in school,
do
man.
not mix
They do.
at all.
Okay, so there's this club that Hector's a part of. It's the gamer club, I think.
Yeah. It's,
That's
the whole
fun.
point is
That's
just-
school. I do not have fun in school now I think about it. Not this year. Last year I had like AV production. That was the gamer.
And then you got kicked out.
Well, I didn't get kicked out. What's his name? Zach won the lottery compared to me.
Wait, what?
How do you get into AV production? Is it like
A lottery
That's
system.
right. I actually think that Miss Mac kind of forced you out so that
She
I
didn't.
could be better.
No, I was talking to her, and it was not even her choice to do it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They changed it that year. But she was saying that she missed me because I used to be able to know how to control you and Chabot, and I had really good ideas. So like,
I can confirm.
well, at work I I tell Chabot what to do, but like, I heard she said you're doing really good this year, Zach, and that you actually have some good
I can
ideas.
confirm, yeah. I talked to her about that.
For ETV?
Yeah, we went to ETV.
Oh, I see.
Uh,
I don't know.
you're on AV, right?
Yeah.
You have Walker.
Yes.
Oh man, that's some sad day. Me, Hector, and Zach all have Mac.
Well, I had Walker. Walker was really like overly lenient, and that was why it was
Very.
fun.
Mac just presses you until you're done.
Dude, you can do nothing. I do nothing the
Well, I
whole
mean, Miss
class.
Mac doesn't even care for us anymore. She just says.
Well, yeah, y'all ETV production is on a different level, cause with ETV, she's like, yeah, you guys got this, cause that's your job. Your job's for that. But for production, she's trying to weed out all of the pussies and get in all the good people. So she like pressures you so hard that you either turn to shit or you turn to a diamond.
Technically, I should be on ETV this year if I hadn't ripped.
Well, yeah, you took a AV twice by accident.
Twice. Yeah. So
I should theoretically be on ETV, except I lost.
I got the credit for I got 2 credits for career anyway, so it's like whatever. It counted both classes, but I'm not even sure if I want to do ATV. I mean,
it's stressful, but it's neat.
Well, I love videography. It's something I'm at least somewhat good at.
if I were to do something like that, I would do like I feel like I'll do something on my own instead.
Yeah.
Of like
Like
It's
this.
stressful when you are directly in control because you don't want to fail,
mhm.
but it's cool because you're completely in control.
Well, the only thing, I was assistant director of that one time I did an ETV with Zach and the rest of the class.
Right.
Yeah.
And it sucked because I was the assistant director. There was 2 assistant directors, and I was the least liked out of the 2, because you can't, when you're assistant director, you can't just be like, "Yo, you gotta do your job," because that's your job. You're supposed to be like, "Yo, you gotta do your job." My job's to tell you to do your job,
Yeah, you gotta make sure
Okay.
people are doing their
but
jobs.
I can't be like what Mac does. I can't be like, come on, get to work, 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 and just like slap your head repeatedly.
No, they just come up to it and say, hey, how far have you gone? And if they don't, what's it called?
Yeah,
They
but
say,
I wanted to do it like Mac, not like Walker. Walker just tells you gotta do something, man. You can't just sit there, even though you can't
Yeah.
actually just sit there if you really wanted to. But
He just.
I'm here to
goes
tell you
and
that you don't
just
have
says
to.
and does nothing.
Mac keeps the pressure on. That's what I wanted to do.
Mhm.
Except people hated me for that.
yeah. So,
They hated me because I told them that they had to do something. That's why you hate your boss.
have you
Yeah,
ever
what's up?
been?
Hector, you're in bands.
Correct.
How long have you been in band?
6th grade.
That would be like what, 4 years?
Do you feel enslaved by the school?
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah, I feel the way that I see band is just like the music slaves of the school, like the court jests, you know.
So
I'm not gonna
wait.
disagree.
System.
When there's a pep rally, are you like the guy there, or are you only reserved
there,
for?
yeah.
Jesus, man, I feel bad for you guys. Like you and
No.
color guard.
We're
I'm
so,
so
yeah,
glad I didn't
yeah,
I
no, the
chose
color
not
guard
to
and the
go.
band are like in the same category because like they both go to the same competitions because you know they're the same. They
Well,
perform the
yeah.
same
You're part of
show.
marching band, and that color guard is a huge part of marching band. It's the visual
Correct.
part.
Oh well, I mean sometimes the visuals can be the band.
Well, yeah,
But,
the
okay,
band can like
Flower
fan
Mound-
out.
Flower Mound last year. Okay, Flower Mound last year. Amazing show. They got their band to become the color guard at one point.
Like the band members picked up flags.
Yes, they all picked up flags. It was actually really neat.
Did you lose?
Yeah, we got top 8 in the state out of like 200 and something.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's cool.
Yeah. And then there's like Flower Mound over here. They somehow didn't win that year, and I was like, that's the year I thought they were gonna win because like, but then again, that was my first year, so I haven't seen shit.
Did anyone here go to Flock Party?
Nah,
No.
man.
I did.
Does anyone know why
I
there
did,
was
I
a
run one of the
broken
booths.
car?
I helped.
I
Is there
would
a
have
what?
loved to hit a car with a
Yeah,
baseball
there's a
bat.
smashed up car outside of.
Yeah, I heard about someone had a car and they were hitting it.
Did you guys not see the footage?
No.
It was even on ETV. There was footage of the Flock.
Oh, I didn't watch ETV.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had footage of the guy breaking the car with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Was it like
Mhm.
a prank or?
No, it's like you pay and then you go and hit it.
Oh man, I could have been there.
Back to like the band kids.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Since
Oh,
we
what
have
about
one kid here who was in band.
I'm gonna defend them.
So
Yeah,
wait, hold on.
I'm not gonna say anything bad. I just think they have a very like insulated culture.
Oh yeah, no, like none of them want to talk to other people besides the ones in band.
Well, yeah, I noticed that. It's like the reverse. You know, you see in the movies, it's like, oh my god, that's the band kid. No one talk to him. But like nowadays, it's like the band
The
kids
band
are looking
kids-
at all of us. They're like, we're on a different level than
They
you, cuck.
form their own like little circles and never leave.
Yeah, I know.
And usually they're all the smartest kids. Like
Um,
that's what I noticed. Like by far in every.
Do I look smart
they're
to you?
smart.
Oh my
They're-
god, it does sound like a
one of the
religion.
3 major religions of modern day.
Band is a major religion.
Band of major
You know,
religion.
the thingy that Germany hated for a while
Yes,
when they
I
were going through
know.
that phase.
You know, Germany always hated bands. It was the least favorite thing in the world.
What?
If you hit a drum, you die. They put landmines in the back of the drum.
No,
So
I
when you
mean,
hit
like,
it-
was-
You hit it, you die. You just explode with the drum. But no, but in
Oh,
every
God.
AP or AP class that I have, the smartest kid is always the kid who's in band. Always. In most of them that I see, at least like I think the ones that play like instruments with valves, all of them that I
With
that I see
valves?
are always like brass instruments stand.
Oh, I thought you meant like Valve, the game company. I'm like, you can play
Stan, are you
instrument with him?
No, but all the ones that play instruments with valves and brass and all of that, and they are always doing the little fingery doos. They're
I think
always,
it's the
like, moving their
clarinets are the
fingers up
Oh
and
smartest.
my
down.
god, like whenever I see that, that's kind of annoying.
I have been investigating my past actions in order to look for very autistic behavior.
Oh, I love
And I
doing
have,
that.
and I have found that I am more than likely very autistic.
Oh yeah, no, me too.
Yeah.
Were
There's
Beyblades
something-
even that good though?
Beyblade was okay.
I mean, the show
Oh,
was
man.
fun and the game was fun.
I used to
Good.
buy my
Ninjago
friends in
was better.
Beyblades, right?
Oh, yeah,
So
Ninjago was pretty good to be honest. And then they rebooted it, and I don't know how it's been.
They've
And,
rebooted it 1,000 times.
so I grew up in a military base. There was not much enjoyment there.
Right.
But I remember one point we used to have what?
Sounds fitting.
Oh, I thought it sounds fake. I was about to pull up pictures. So I met a kid who looked just like Hector. I'm not sure that's just my memory fucking with me or like Hector has a secret past. But he looked exactly like Hector.
Okay.
Back when Hector before
Like, I
he had long hair, he had shorter hair. Remember that? Obviously.
Yeah.
But in the military, all of us had very short hair because we always looked up to our parents who had very short hair because it's a military.
Yeah.
So I used to meet this kid. I was like, man, guys, I got myself some Beyblades. And he's like, yeah, boy, I got my Beyblade too. So naturally, when you both present Beyblades, there's going to be a fight.
Obviously.
So I whip out my Beyblade. And he's like, oh yeah. And he like pulled out a car battery. Plugged it in. And he had an electronic Beyblade.
Mhm. I remember a kid who had a motorized Beyblade.
Yeah, I've seen the motorized ones, but this one was homemade.
Huh. I see.
So he put out his car battery, and he went. It was like. It was like a what you call it? A garbage disposal. It was spinning towards mine. I call it the blade of death. Once it hit mine, mine
Blade of
flew
death.
away.
I once okay.
It looked like that Dragon Ball meme when the guy like charged the green guy and he just slapped him and he flew to the mountains.
I modded. I wasn't too big into modding my Beyblades much, but once I modded my Beyblade to have like razor blades around it,
Why?
and I started like spinning it at kids.
What?
Hey kids!
Beyblade was like the alpha move, dude. If you had a Beyblade with razor blades, you were edgy.
I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, they destroy your Beyblade. What are you gonna do? Beat them up? They're gonna cut you.
You beat up them. You throw their. There was also this one kid who had a very heavy metal Beyblade, like that he could control with like the little magnet thingy. And that kid beat everyone, and I was very mad. I couldn't beat him because I didn't have another like magnet Beyblade. No matter how many of mine I threw at it, it never stopped spinning. So I got really mad, and then I wanted a magnet Beyblade, but it never found one. Very sad game right. I think after that, I had a phase where I collected a lot of Pokemon cards.
I used to
Okay,
collect
speaking of
Pokemon cards.
Pokemon cards are the shit until they're not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, in Dawson, there's not a lot to do.
Right.
I took theater because I don't know. I thought theater would be funny.
Oh yeah, I gotta take theater next year, otherwise I can't get.
Yeah, you gotta get art credit. I hate
Yeah, I
that.
gotta take that next year.
So- I'm in theater. The last year's theater teacher was name is Daniel. Last year, as in 2018, 2019. Teacher was name is Daniel, and
Alright.
Daniel was I guess not really a teacher. She kind of took the job just to take the job. We did nothing in that class. Like we had like occasional like, oh crap, it's the end of the 9 weeks. We need to get a test grade. Everybody stand up and say a line from Shakespeare. Like alas, I'm dead, and like close enough to get 100. That was pretty much the class. So I spent most of the time entertaining myself by talking to the locals.
The locals.
Okay.
When I say the locals, I don't mean like, oh, the local is civilian. No, I mean like the crazy ass people there.
Mhm. The field
So-
kid.
First day of class, I'm saying that we have a circle, so we're sitting in the circle.
Yeah.
Shin! I hit my shin with a big wooden bat! And it went out.
Boy!
So she went, "Hi, my name's Chloe." I'm like,
Oh.
"Hello, I'm Stanley." I said hello. This is before I realized that howdy is the superior way to say it. It's the superior formality of saying hello.
Yes.
Because you don't go around going, "Hello, I'm Stanley." Like I go howdy, I'm Stanley, cause howdy you just convey a lot more than just hello.
You do.
It's
Just
way
like
it's
when you
it's
say
it's
y'all.
superior to hello, but it's like way better than greetings. Greeting. If you say greetings, you got another level of idiocy. You got like a stick way up your ass. You can brush your own teeth.
Greetings, traveler.
So
But if you say, you need to like it when you say howdy, it says about as much as when you say y'all.
yeah,
Like y'all is also y'all is such a great word, but people stigmatize it.
I hate y'all is way simpler. Instead of being like you all want to go outside,
Yeah,
y'all.
is so stupid. You just say y'all. It's great.
This is Rambo's from Texans. So
Yes.
How to speak proper English from a bunch of Texans.
right here, guys, y'all say what, guys? Right here, y'all say y'all. We go howdy, y'all.
Howdy, y'all.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Texans. Texan is better than regular English.
It is.
I speak
by
proper
far
Tex-Mex, so
superior. I don't know.
someone asked me, "Hey Stan, why don't you date?" I said one simple equation. I'm not the type to date. Rather, I'm not the type for people to date.
Oh. I mean, look, I don't know. I feel like you're charismatic enough.
Ah,
I
man.
feel like people like you, dude. At least in our group. That's
Well, not friend group. Yeah, we're friends. But I've never met a girl that's like, oh, yeah, he's kind of
No.
not bad.
Stan, we were talking about high school girls.
Yeah.
Like, there's a clear distinction between actual human beings, actual women, and then high school girls. They are not women. They are not humans either.
I hate
Me
that.
and self-round claps. I mean, to be fair, no one in high school was human.
No, that's the reason why they distinguish high school and
High
colleges.
schoolers are like beta humans.
I got bitch stoned by life.
You got
What?
bitch stung by lice.
Okay. Right whenever I decided to start running back from Zach's house.
You tripped?
No.
Damn
It
it.
started to rain.
Oh. Is it-
Oh, you got bitch stoned by life. I thought you said I got
really-
shat on by lice. I was like, do you have lice?
Oh yeah, it's raining a little bit.
No, for me over here, I just checked.
Pay attention, you might see some drop.
Well, yeah, you guys are actually, what, 20 minutes away from me? No, that's way
Yeah.
too far. You're like 10. You're like a good 3 miles away from me. So the storm hasn't come over here yet, maybe? Or is it?
I mean, it's not a storm, it's just like a very, very light little shower.
Hmm.
You can barely see it. Like, my window's
Yeah,
open,
but I'm
looking
still.
at it,
Yeah,
I
that's
can
all
see
that
it.
happened. It was a light shower, but I still got hella wet.
Yeah. But, anyway. Yeah, that's what Chapo Trap House is, Zach.
Sure.
They're
You
funny.
gave me the vaguest description of it ever. Sure.
They're well, okay, a group of like 5 journalist type people who write articles and are also very edgy and left leaning. There you go. They're like if you know the term dirtbag left
Sure.
that a lot of like woke scold people like to throw at people in the left who are just a tiny little bit more edgy than they are. Basically, like Chapo Trap House are that kind.